Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am the channeling goddess. Today we will be doing a Taurus reading for the sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements, just like in my last couple of readings, and I think I'm going to incorporate this from now on. I will tap into the energies or spirits that are around me. I will make sure that I honor what is being said, what I see. Maybe it'll be a message or a confirmation for someone looking at the reading. Now, before we get started, make sure that you take 3 mindful deep breaths. This just helps you get synced into the reading so that you are more calm, you are more relaxed, and you can actually hear the messages that are coming forward for you, okay? So when you take these 3 mindful deep breaths, make sure that you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 3, and release for 5 to 6 seconds, okay? Alrighty, so just please bear in mind that there may be some extended pauses in this reading because I want to make sure that I'm getting every message that is coming through. So if you hear the pause, just bear with me, okay? So we'll go ahead and get started, okay? I'm going to say this because it came through. So earlier, before I decided to get on here, when I was thinking about doing a Taurus reading, I heard the word stillness. And the minute I tapped into the collective, I heard the word silence and stillness. And I know that most Tauruses are a go-getter, right? That's kind of the basis of a lot of the Taurus signs, but Spirit is saying that you need to be in a place of stillness right now. Maybe you've worked too much. Maybe you've done too much, and Spirit is saying now is a time for rest and rejuvenation. Now is a time to relax. Now is the time to be in a space of peace. I just saw the number 51, so I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but I'm saying it just in case. But Spirit is saying this stillness is needed in order for you to move on to this next step in your career, in your path, in your spirituality, right? Spirit is saying that this stillness, this oneness with the universe, this oneness with the collective mind, Spirit is saying you need to tap into that. And in order to do that, stillness is going to be the best thing for you. Now, when I say stillness, I don't necessarily mean quiet, because a lot of people, like me personally, sitting still, quiet just allows my mind to run into too many directions. But whatever method that you use with yourself to meditate, Spirit is saying tap into that, because that stillness is what you need right now in order to move on to the next phase, okay? I just heard the goddess Hecate, so maybe that is a goddess that you are working with. I just heard the word, I guess it's a name, Romulo. I don't know if that means anything to you, but saying it anyway. Ooh, tap into acceptance. Okay, this kind of coincides with Tauruses, right? A lot of Tauruses are more of the mind of go, 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 go. And Spirit is saying with this silence, with this stillness, you may have to accept what's in front of you. And it may be hard, right? Because you're used to being on the go and you're used to being in a space where you're always moving. And Spirit is saying, have acceptance of this silence. Not just the silence alone is what's going to move you and propel you into this next phase, but it's also going to be acceptance of what you feel, acceptance of that silence. Okay. Ooh, maybe you're into music. I just saw a composer. Ooh, maybe music is your way to tap into stillness. I know for me, it is the thing that I found that works the best for me, because I tend to overthink, is I sit down and I open my mouth, and whatever sound comes out is what sound that comes out. Usually it's humming. It's usually a tune maybe that I've heard from another song, or maybe a tune that I've never heard from before. So maybe music is the way you get into this stillness. Maybe music is your escape. Like for me, books are my escape, right? So maybe for you, music is that thing that helps you escape the mundane. It helps you escape the matrix and put you in a situation where you're more open to receiving what's coming to you, okay? Maybe you believe in aliens, and star seeds, right? Maybe, because I just saw that come through for me, in my mind's eye. So be more open to that, right? Maybe, okay, this is weird. Maybe, I won't say it's weird, but it's abnormal for me. Maybe you're going to be in a situation where you're going to experience alien encounters, or maybe you're going to be in a situation where you experience starseed encounters. So spirit is saying be open to that, right? Especially if this is something you manifested, right? Because that's what it feels like to me. It feels like you've been asking for this. It feels like you've been, saying to yourself or your spirit guides, or to your galactic family, hey, I want to experience this. I want to know that it's real. And spirit is saying this is coming in for you. Okay. There's other manifestations that's coming to you. Maybe it's something you prayed for. Maybe it's something that you asked the universe for specifically, right? There's something very specific about this manifestation that you asked for. And spirit is saying it's coming to you, whether it's a new love, maybe, I don't know, it could be lottery numbers, who knows, right? But whatever this is very specific. Maybe you or going through something right now in your life and you need a specific amount of money. Spirit is saying this is coming to you. Be patient with me. Be open to the lines, to the channels from which this can flow, right? A lot of times we block our own blessings and we block the things that are meant for us because we expect them to come one way. And spirit is saying this could come in a million different facets, okay? So be open to that. Okay. I just heard pull cards, so I'm going to go ahead and pull cards. I don't want to force anything. I want to make sure the messages are authentic, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards, okay? I think I'm going to pull these first. The Elemental Empathy Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull those first. Let's see what we get. Okay, first card. Ooh, Inner Darkness. Okay, see if we can get one more card. Too many cards. Give me 1 second. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, we have 9, the Collective. Bottom deck energy is Courage. Okay, first card. Feels like 2, but it's only 1. Inner Darkness. Okay, it says hold safe space, knowing patterns, release versus feed. Okay, maybe you are in this place of releasing something within yourself, and maybe that's why stillness came in for you. A lot of times for me, whenever I've been in a place of stillness, there has been just solid, complete darkness, and spirit may be asking you to tap into this inner darkness within yourself. I know a lot of times when people hear the term inner darkness, they think, oh my God, there's something about me that's horrible. It may not necessarily be that. It could just be that whatever it is, maybe you haven't done a lot of shadow work, and spirit is saying that I need you to tap into this inner darkness within yourself, because this inner darkness is going to help you come alive. It's going to help you move into this space where you are fully accepting of yourself, right? Make sure that you, if you go into this place of inner darkness, you're not just feeding it, but you're actually releasing whatever that is. And also, I would say embrace the darkness. And I know a lot of people don't say that, but I think I'm a firm believer that in order to have a balanced life, in order to be in a space of peace, sometimes you need to really deal with the light, but also the darkness within yourself. Be open to that person. Be honest about who that person is. A friend of mine used to say that be who you are unapologetically, right? And to me, that always meant, regardless of who you are, be for real, like be serious about who that is, right? And maybe there's a part of you that you have not really wanted to tap into. I just heard trigger warning, BDSM. So I don't know if that's a thing that maybe you wanted to tap into, and maybe you felt like you couldn't do that. Maybe someone made you feel like that it is bad. And I the one thing I will say is that if you are into something like that, consent is one of the biggest things that is involved in a community like that. So, you don't have to fear. Make sure that when you're doing this in a space of love, and you're doing this in a space of understanding that, if you want to say no, you can say no. If you want to say stop, you can say stop, right? But maybe tapping into what you consider your inner darkness is the way for you to move forward, okay? Second card was the collective. So this card talks about all is connected, collective growth supported. So maybe, and I talked about the BDSM, maybe you're going to be in a community. Maybe that is something that you really want to tap into, and Spirit is saying there is going to be a community out there that will accept you, right? Will put you in a place of, I guess, calmness is what I feel, where you will be supported and you will be loved in this space. It doesn't have to be BDSM, but that was the thing that came up in my head, so I had to say it. That's what I saw in my mind, literally the words BDSM. So maybe this is something that you have been afraid to tap into, and Spirit is saying that if you want to do this, there is a community that will support you. There is a community that will love you. They will love what you would consider your flaws, right? They don't consider them flaws. They consider them an expression of who you are, okay? So whatever this is for you, it doesn't have to be BDSM, but whatever this is for you, there is a community out there that will support you, okay? Bottom deck energy, courage, okay? This talks about inner strength, action, trust in self, types of bravery. And this really kind of goes into the BDSM thing, right? There is a courage that it takes to step into something that society has deemed unpleasant, or not the norm, or not what we do, right? And Spirit is saying this courage that, Spirit is aware that it takes to step into this. Spirit is saying it's already in you, right? You're not getting this from an external person or individual. This is already in you. This courage is well within you, right? And it just needs literally wings to fly, right? Spirit is saying that you may feel like you're stepping on the edge of a cliff, and you feel like you're jumping by tapping into this. And Spirit is saying that you won't fall, right? These wings are there for you, right? They are there to catch you. And I also want to point out that I literally picked up cards to move them aside, and this card came out. So for some of you, this really is about BDSM, right? It is about tapping into your sexuality. It is about tapping into the intimacy of yourself, right? And Spirit is saying, I understand that courage is needed, but that courage that you need is already inside of you, okay? So let me get you a couple more cards from my other deck. Let's see what we get. Two cards, please. We have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. I just heard the word creativity. Keep shuffling. Too many cards came out. Can I get one more card, please, Sarah? Indecision. Bottom deck energy, Healer of Angels. Okay, first card, Sacral Chakra, Archangel Ariel, right? There is a creativity that is going to be flowing within you. And Spirit is saying you're going to need to be open to this creativity, right? It may be something for some of you, it may be something that you've thought about, but you haven't necessarily tapped into because you've been afraid of the judgment. You've been afraid of what could transpire with tapping into this, and Spirit is saying, don't be afraid, right? Don't let this indecision stop you from tapping into this creativity, right? Spirit is saying indecision is not a good look, right? One thing about creatives, is that they let things flow, right? They are in a state of flow a lot of times. That's when the best creativity happens, is when you are in a state of not overthinking what is happening. You are just moving, right? You're moving in this space. You are honoring the place in you that is not saying, hey, well, let's think about this. Well, no, if you do it this way, you're gonna stop and it's gonna be hard. No, Spirit is saying that there is a place in you, there is a creative space in you where there is a flow, there is a just a general kind of ease into this. And I literally just saw, I cannot think of the movie. Oh, it's called Soul. It's called Soul. Where in the movie you can see where you can see people that are just in the flow, right? They almost get this kind of ethereal place where they're in the flow of their creativity and the thing that they were meant to do, right? And you can be meant to do more than one thing. And Spirit is saying that, you can literally go down one path and turn around and go down another, right? You don't have to limit yourself to just one place. Okay. Now, something about whatever this creativity is, it is going to heal you. It is going to heal the little boy or little girl or little they who did not feel heard, who did not feel that their creativity was worth exploring, who did not feel that their creativity was worth something that the world will want to see or that the universe will want to see. And Spirit is saying that by stepping into this creativity, you are literally going to heal something within yourself, but not just yourself. This feels very ancestral, so maybe you will heal something in your family line. And Spirit is saying, don't overthink it. Step into this space of creativity so that you can heal, right? A lot of times we need to be in that space where there is almost, in a sense, no boundaries, where we can just flow and we can just be free. And because of that freedom, we can heal. Okay, so this is all the messages that I have for the Taurus placements. If you appreciate this video, please make sure that you leave a comment. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.